Hi, today I'm going to show you how to get started with making an enhanced reading. These are readings that just have some extra information in them to help your student understand the text more easily and more quickly. Okay? Usually what I start with is putting pictures and information in the right margin. Okay? Or if you're doing it like a book style, maybe in the inside margin. Okay? So I've got my document here, and this is in Google Drive. Or in Google Documents. It's not my favorite. I would prefer to use a traditional word processor, a regular word processor, for reasons that we'll see. But if you need to collaborate with someone, or if you just need, to be using Google Docs, then you can still do it. It's just not quite as easy, and you can't do quite as much. Okay, but so I have my document. I have a good font for my students. I have a few students with less experience reading in English or just reading in general, so I'm using Andika font. Okay, I've got it set to 13 point. If I was doing this is for paper, right? This is on American style letter paper. If I was doing this for a screen reading, right, where I just expected students to read it on their Chromebooks, then I would set this up differently, but the same ideas apply. Okay, so we want to make space over here on the right margin to put in our images and our text. So I go to File, Page Setup, right, and the top and bottom, whatever you want, right, whatever's best for you. I'm going to put 0.5. I'm going to make the left margin smaller, and then the right margin I'm going to set to 2. I can put in more space later if you need it, but right now if you check. And I always check, right, how many characters I have on this line. So go up to Tools, Word Count, right, and 63 characters right now. Okay, so that's a good size line for English learners or other students who might be struggling with reading. You don't want 80, 90, 100 characters on a line. Okay, so now you can see we have a lot of white space over here on the right side. So we're going to start by putting in an image. Go to, insert image wherever you need to get it from. I'm going to get mine from Drive. Okay, so just click and insert. So now the image is in there. You can see it's put in originally with the text. So I'm going to click on it and have it wrap the text, and then I'm going to drag it over to the margin. Okay, so now it's out of the way. The text is okay. If you need to do more, the image options are right there. Right now we're good. I'm just going to sort of leave it there. So that's easy. That part's easy. The next part is putting in text. This is where I think a traditional or a regular word processor is much better, because Google does not have text boxes, right? So we have to go to Insert, Drawing, New, and use this text box here. Okay? So I'm going to put a text box in my drawing. Maybe around, around an inch or so, inch and a half or so, and then double click in there, helpful information goes here. Okay, now see all this extra white space at the, at the right side of your frame? You want to get rid of that, because this frame will be put in as a picture, and this white space will still be there. Now it is transparent, so if you're putting it on, like it's going to overlap a picture, or there's something, it won't interfere too much, but it can be just, I find it annoying. And when you resize, it will resize the text, which you'll see in a minute. So I'd rather have the box as close to the text that I'm using as possible. I find it easier when I'm working in the main document. So I'm going to hit Save and Close. Okay, and again, it just pops it in there. So I'm going to click on Wrap Text. And now I'm just going to drag it over here. Okay, and now you can see what I was saying about the right side margin there. That's there. Now, because this is now in your document as an image, basically, you can drag it bigger or smaller. It's not going to wrap the text. It's going to increase the size or decrease the size of the text. That might be great for you, or that might be really annoying for you. If you need to make some changes, you can always just go back to Edit, right? Oh, I forgot to change the font. So I'm going to change that to Andika, and then find the bold, okay? and then save and close. Okay? So you can always go back to edit and fix or make changes. Okay? So now that's it. We've got a picture and some text in our document on the right margin, or in the right margin, so that you can explain, maybe this is, a picture of the character that, in the novel or something, or this is an explanation, maybe, in the student's language even, about this word here, right? So that's how you would make, or get started making an enhanced document for your students, or an enhanced reading for your students. All right, thank you. I hope this was helpful.